Ready?
Ready. Today we're trying something we haven't done before. We're going to see if we can get to Little Tybee Island. It's a resort community in North Georgia, one of the last places before you cross into South Carolina. But there are no crab traps all across the ICW. I'll be back. Alright, so what I was saying is there's no anchorages listed where we're going, but you can't get to it from the ocean even though it is an inlet out to the ocean. It's just way too shallow. But the water looks really clear from the satellite view, and just looks like a cool place to go visit. So we're gonna try it, see if we can get to it, see if there's a place to anchor, and spend a few days there if so. May even try to clean the bottom of our boat while we're there. So we're gonna see what happens. First trick will be to get there. We may get all the way there and find out we can't anchor and have to turn around and come all the way back. So we'll let you know. So this is the creek we have to go up to get to Tybee Island. I'm always a little worried when the name of the waterway has creek in the name. But we're gonna see if it's deep enough for us the whole way. So we're on a little sandbar. You can see it behind me. That's Tybee Island off behind me, and we're anchored off Tybee Island. We came out to this little sandbar, one, just to have fun, but also to check it out. We're wondering if we can pull elixir, bow up onto the sandbar at dead low tide, get out and just stand there and clean the boat because it'll be shallow enough. And then as the tide comes in, it'll lift elixir off the bar because we have an 8-foot tide here, and we go back and anchor somewhere. So might be a way to kind of dry dock her without dry docking her, if you know what I mean. So that's what we're here to check out.
Projects going on. That's what happens when you have an old boat. But this one is just to modernize it. So at one point, he added cabinets in the V-berth head, and now he's adding shelves in there. So that'll be nice.
Well, I woke up this morning and came outside to eat my breakfast, and I noticed this thing floating in the water in the distance. So I had to get my binoculars to look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's a dolphin, and it's just been floating with the current, so I suspect it might be injured. There's other dolphins hanging around it. I'm gonna go put the dinghy down and go over and check it out and see if there's anything I can do to help. It's clearly a dolphin. It's clearly in some sort of distress. So as soon as I got out here to where it was at, I was probably within 10 feet of it. It dove. So it's still alive and it's still able to swim. There, it surfaced over there, but it's obviously in some sort of distress. I'm not sure what. I can't tell if it dives when I get close to it. I'll try one more time. Nope, it dove again, so I'm not going to be successful at figuring out if it's injured. I don't see any injury when it goes to dive. As I said, there are other dolphins hanging around it. Seem to be concerned for its welfare. It just came back up. So I'm gonna head back to the boat and get my phone, and I'm not sure who to call, but we're gonna see if we can figure it out. Yeah, I'm anchored in a 40-foot trawler off Tybee Island in the Tybee River, and a dolphin just floated by me with the current. Appears to be in some sort of distress. I got my dinghy and went over to see if I could see what the problem was, but every time I get within about 10 foot of it, it would dive. When it would dive, I couldn't see any wounds or anything, but it other than when it would dive to get away from me. I only did it twice. I didn't want to stress it too much. Other than that, it just floats on the surface. All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time explaining all that to me. All right, bye. All right, so he said that they've been getting reports of this dolphin on 10 years, occasionally from time to time, and apparently it's a female, and when she's calving, she has difficulties. She's lost several calves, miscarriage type things, I guess, but he said they've gotten fairly close to her, and they observed the same thing I observed. I saw no injuries, no wounds, nothing that would indicate why she was swimming the way she was. And so they said there's nothing they can do. They don't have any rehab facilities in coastal Georgia, and even if they did, she's not a candidate for it because she has no obvious injuries. So there's not much they can do for her, but she's been this way for about 10 years at this point, I guess. And they just occasionally from time to time get calls from people like me. So I guess that's as much as I can do. In the ongoing project of installing the new toilet in the master head, today I'm going to install this tank monitor. I've already installed a 90-gallon holding tank underneath the aft, the master bed, and this will monitor how full that tank is so we know when to pump it out. And there it is. It's currently showing an empty tank, which it should since I don't have everything else hooked up yet. So one more thing checked off the list. Thanks for watching.